And on a side note, I've had several accounts that have been disabled or blocked or, temporarily suspended without any rhyme or reason. And I can't get any straight answers from Google about these accounts. Why Google disables accounts? Well, it could suspend a Google account from using a particular product or service if there's a violation of the Google Terms of Service, which they change quite often. And these terms of service you have to agree to have any access to Google products. They can terminate your account at any time for any reason without notice. I've emailed them several times. I have no way of calling them, and it's like a government agency. In fact, it basically is. I mean, they work hand in hand with the government. You can read about the whole PRISM thing, and that's a whole other rant to go on. But I've had several accounts blocked, can't get any type of communication back from Google. One of the accounts is a paid account with cloud service through Google Drive, yet I can't access the drive and I cannot get a refund. We need to have alternative means to communicate by video blog, website, email, social networking, and other services outside of the mainstream where we aren't subject to these insane terms of service and lack of customer service and technical support for any of their products. I've been emailing these guys for months and haven't got any specific information as to why the account's been blocked and no refund on my paid service. This is something we've got to get together on, and hopefully, please, some entrepreneur out there develop an alternative to these services, because it's just maddening to have to access your data when it's been blocked. And I've got a lot of data up there on the cloud. I can't access it, and I can't even get a reason as to why it's been blocked. Good luck with your services from Google and the likes, because if it's up on the cloud, or if you think that because it's a paid service on your account, you think that you have any rights, you don't. They can block it, disable it at any time, and you have no means to protect yourself. No consumer protection. Okay, this fan is a Chinese fan, of course bought here in China, but the price of the fan is more than what you'd pay for it, the same model, in the United States or in other Western countries. This is a little bit hard to understand, but basically you don't necessarily get what you pay for when you are in the country of manufacture. This has a lot to do with the currency exchange and trade agreements and the power of the US dollar and other currencies against the Chinese yuan. So exchange rates don't always show the true story. But additionally from that, this was a floor model at the store. And in China, for whatever reason, floor models are sold as being brand new items. You can't negotiate with them on the price. Whereas in the West, if you have a floor model, it's not new. Therefore, you can't sell it as new because it's out of the box. That means that in some cases, the warranty is even voided. But in China, there's no such thing. So they haven't gotten to the point where they're sophisticated enough in their understanding of customer service and buyer protection where you can actually buy something and there is a legal agreement there, buyer and seller. But that's just not the case yet. So China has a ways to go with consumer protections and things like that. And this fan is just part of that story. There are many more examples that I can show you. Another example of consumer protection are these noodles. Okay, I bought these noodles in a major supermarket chain here in China. Only then, when I got it home, did I realize that it's far beyond the expiration date of these being safe to sell. However, when I go back to the supermarket to get a refund or exchange, I don't get any means of recovery of my money spent or the product, even though it's still sealed. And this is what I'm talking about, how consumer protection is dead, and we're rapidly spiraling down to a point where any kind of quality of service or product that we've enjoyed in the past in the West is becoming a thing of the past. And we're in tainted meat scandals, we're in horse meat burgers, we're in all kinds of strange places that we've never been before. And there's no recourse, because I can put a gripe to the supermarket chain, but they're going to look at me with a blank stare in their face. And they won't refund my money. I mean, this is China, right? This is going to happen to the West too. You're going to go to the store, get tainted meat, you're going to bring it back, and they're going to say sorry. we can't give you a voucher. And that point is rapidly approaching. Up until now, it's been a slow burn. It's been gradual, where you've seen products and services deteriorate. But now it's accelerating, and I see it all over the world when I travel, that there is no consumer protection, there is no quality of goods, there is no value to your currency that you're buying these goods with, and that's part of the problem. But another part of the problem is the culture, deterioration of culture all over the world. The people have no pride in their work and no recognition of high quality. They don't even know what quality is. So that's what happens. You know, you're stuck with garbage and you have no recourse.